In F1 2019, you'll be invited to start your career by selecting a Formula 2 team. Driving for this team, you'll experience some key moments of a Formula 2 season, a thrill-packed racing championship in its own right, and the springboard to Formula 1. At the end of this feeder series, your choice of driver academy and your performance in F2 will determine the terms of the contracts offered by the teams as you embark upon your career in Formula 1 and begin to write your own chapter of motorsport history.
What is up, boys and girls? We're back. F1 2019 career mode. Now, if you guys checked out my video that I posted yesterday, I've had a glitch or something's gone on, and to put a long story short, career mode got wiped out. Why, I don't know. I've been in contact with Codemasters, as I stated in the previous video, and the only response I got was basically you've got to start a new one. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go through F2 again. Should be fairly quick and simple. Obviously we've been through it before, we've done it all before. So let's go to the first scenario where, by memory, I think we have some kind of turbo drama, but I might be wrong. So let's go and get into it.
ART's new driver really commanding the race here. Devon, Butler still ruthlessly giving chase. These two have been really scrapping it out for the early wins in the championship. And something's wrong. Butler sees his chance. Some kind of mechanical failure. Picking up speed again. It's unclear what the issue was. Can they still finish this race?
Looks like an issue with the turbo. You've lost some speed at the top end, but you're very close to the finish. You can still compete and get some points here. Don't give up. Just do the best you can. We're all behind you.
Alright, here we are in the first scenario in our beautiful black and red ART car. Always like this car, to be honest. Probably one of my favourites in the F2 field. Yeah, I think we get a team radio right now, don't we? Here we do.
Your teammate is approaching and wants to get past. Repeat, Lucas wants to pass you.
Alright, now everything's coming back to me a little bit. We've got a engine problem of some description, and Lucas wants to get by and the team's telling us to basically get the fuck out of the road.
Again, your teammate wants to pass you. I know you don't want to drop a position, but without your turbo, he's the best one to challenge for points further up the field. If you hold Lucas up, you could be denying the team points.
Alright, so we'll let out the gas. Lucas can go by and set up the set A camera, I think that was. And hopefully we can bring this car home in PC.
That's great. Lucas can push on now.
There's a lot of team radio going on there. Oh, hold on.
Lucas wants me to pass on his thanks. I know it's frustrating, but you made the right call for the team. And we're all with you. Just bring it home as best you can.
Well, I don't know what else he expects me to do, but anyway, we will certainly try and do that. Bit of a back end loss. One thing I definitely noticed is the lack of traction in these F2 cars, and they certainly seem to have a bit of understeer demonstrated right there. We nearly go on the gravel, and yeah, that's not helpful. Anyway, Weber's got the fastest lap of the race. He's caught up the set A camera. Will he go for the move? No, he sticks behind him for now. We've somewhat managed to stay with him. We've probably been about 1/10.5, 2/10 slower. I think we're running on 101 or 102 AI. I can't quite remember what I set it to back at the start, but anyway. Onto the back straight. We're right up behind our teammate now. Are we going to potentially actually look for a move and try and steal the place back? If you think about it, no, we're going to sit in behind him. Make sure we don't run into the back of him, because that would not be good. Bit of a back end loss again. Every lap out of that corner I lost the back end. Just unreal. Anyway, a little bit wide. Last couple of corners are a bit scruffy. We're thinking about a dive, but in the end I decided to not to go for that move, as Lucas probably would have turned in and spun me out and probably took himself out. But up the line, P6, so pretty good.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
It's a well-deserved victory for Dams then, after that breathtaking race. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think what won them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed. They were calm and steady when they needed to be, but they were ruthless and aggressive when it was demanded of them. There wasn't anything out there that they weren't prepared to handle. Let's see if they can keep it up this season.
Dams, another team with a huge amount of history based right in the heart of motorsport near Le Mans in France, have once again shown their formidable abilities out on the track with yet another win today.
Alright, so there we go guys, scenario number 1, done and dusted. Devon Butler wins the Spanish Grand Prix from Alex Albon, Lando Norris, Sergio Seto Camara, Weber, ourselves, and Nick de Vries right behind us, so hopefully we should have a happy Lucas Weber. A bloody wannabe considering I let him through, but anyway. Let's go and do our first interview.
There you are. That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview. Okay, we're all set over here. Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay? I think we're ready.
Great. So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right, stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect. Ready? An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective. So you and Lucas are new to the team. How are you settling in?
Well, pretty well I think. But that's my opinion. I think we're doing well, so can't complain.
Okay, so how did you feel about being ordered to give up the position to Lucas?
I was not happy about it, but you know, team obviously thought he was faster, so no point going against team orders, just gonna make you look like the bad guy.
Great, well that's everything.
Hey, look, I know that wasn't easy letting me pass, but it was the right choice. It was good driving.
Yeah, that's how I describe it, mate. Just good, not great. 1 in 6. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points. Shame, really. A lot of great drivers never get their chance because they do it all for the team.
Those teams got us here.
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards. You ever won a race in F1? That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you won?
You watch this space. The end of this championship, I'll be the one lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover. You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you? No. You want to start looking out for yourself. No one else will.
Alright, and by going through all this again, just reminds me how much you honestly want to just punch that man in the mouth. What a prick, honestly.
Look at them go! Devon Butler locked in wheel-to-wheel racing with his championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past. And there's contact. Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was just no way for them to have avoided that. And look, there's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
Don't give up. You're still in this race. Okay, the stewards have awarded Devon a penalty. Push on. You can still catch him. You can still beat him.
Alright, so here we are, scenario number 2. We're back at the Red Bull Ring. Butler has received a penalty, which he should be serving at the end of this lap, I think, by memory. So that should put him 2-3 cars ahead of us. So we've got to go and chase the little ferret down. So let's go and do so. First up on our hit list, I can't actually make out that name. Anyway, who cares? We've caught him. Are we going to think about a move? It's going to be incredibly low. Fire up the inside. Jesus Christ, we're not going to stop. Oh, we are barely. Jesus Christ, that was late on the brakes is an understatement. That was a dive from 5 miles back, but we pulled it up and somehow we got the move done. Went through a couple of replay shots after the race. Well, I thought this was a pretty nice one. We're right up on the back of the Carlin now, as we're going to try look to switch back maybe up the inside. This is on Sergio Sede camera. Bit of a P9 up the inside, and there we go. That's for P9. Around the final corner. Pretty good run on, I think this is Roberto Meri. I think that's right, and correct me if I'm wrong. Are we going to look for a move into turn 1? No, we're going to try and look for the better exit. As we do get it, and we do. Better tyres, better grip, and just better traction. Side by side now going up the hill, nearly touching wheels. This is incredibly close, but we send it up the inside, and that is job done for now. Hopefully you won't get us back, but we've got DRS on Devon Butler now. About a lap and a half to go. So hopefully we can dispose of this man and beat his ass. Anyway, front straight, final lap. Up the inside, he moves over, he's trying to move us over. We're on a bit of a tight line, we brake really late, we brake too late. We don't run off the road, but we get a really poor run. Butler will have DRS coming up the hill as he blasts round our outside, and he does, and he completes the pass. We're going to look to the outside now as he defends. Are we going to look around the outside? He squeezes us up on the curve. Really didn't leave us any room there. I suppose on one end he probably didn't have to. It was kind of a half-assed move. It was never going to work anyway. Down the back straight. Hard on the brakes, down in second gear. Lock up on the right front. We touch tyres. Can we get this move done? Butler's still there. And he's still ahead of us. This is actually a pretty good fight, I'm not going to lie. But are we going to try the over and under? We're under him. Get on the power. Fourth gear, and there we go. We've got the inside, and we get the move done. Just pull it up, and I think we might just be safe. Butler still all over our rear wing. Cut to the wide shot now. He's right over the back of us, but we should just be safe. Around the final couple of corners now. Down into the final corner, no mistakes, and there we go. We've caught and passed Devon Butler.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top drawer to take the win for Carlin today. So, Davide, what did you make of that?
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think. There will be a lot of cheering for today's winner. Frankly, I'm amazed that Devon Butler only received a penalty for that collision. But watching the rival he knocked out actually come back and beat him, that made this whole race worthwhile for me.
And there you have it, today's winners. Having raised some of the biggest names in F1 to date, Carlin have once again shown their expertise when it comes to recruiting new talent. No doubt today's winners have a bright future ahead of them. They certainly deserve it after today's performance.
So there we go, boys. Scenario number 2, done and dusted. We've caught and overtaken Devon Butler for P7. Lando Norris wins the Austrian Grand Prix for Carlin, so they'll be right with that, no doubt. As I wanted to say earlier back in the Spanish Grand Prix, I want to apologise. I don't know what happened. As I said in my video yesterday, I accepted the invite to the lobby for AOR without starting the game, made me create a new player profile, and I lost career mode. So I don't know if that's a glitch or what. I don't know what happened. Wasn't intentional, obviously. So once again, I just want to apologise for that. But hopefully this new career mode can be just as fun, if not more exciting. So let's go and talk to Claire.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Well, that was a great recovery today. Did you think it was all over when you had the collision with Devon?
You can never say something's done in the world of motorsport. If the checkered flag hasn't dropped, then anything could still happen.
So did you ever think you'd get the place back from Devon?
Bit of a tough one looking at where he was. I know I could do it, but it was going to be tough.
I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently. What do you think of your championship chances?
Oh, I think they're pretty good, to be honest. You know, good car, so let's go and get it.
Appreciate your time.
Ah, I was looking for you. Well, what can I say? I guess there's no other way to put this, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ever giving you the common respect that all racers deserve, because you don't deserve it, neither of you do. That was the dirtiest driving I've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
My thoughts exactly. I'm taking my line and I get smashed into? I'm fine, by the way, thanks for asking me. And then I'm penalized for the privilege.
You're unbelievable. You deserved every second of that penalty, maybe more. I mean, aside from trashing the car, did you ever stop to think that maybe someone could get hurt?
Yeah. Me? Fine.
But winning at any cost is your strategy, not ours. You better watch yourself.
Whatever.
Don't let him get in your head. He knows you're a better driver. So, on the track, stay away from him. He will try to force you into contact. That's how he wins, yeah? Let's get ready for the press briefing.
And talk about someone who needs to have anger management classes. Anyway, final scenario, me versus Butler for the championship, so let's go and get it.
So here we are in Abu Dhabi. Each and every event in the Formula 2 calendar has led us here to this, the final event of the championship, and one that promises to be a spectacle every bit as exciting as we might have hoped. Yas Island Circuit is a 3.4-mile racetrack built on the man-made Yas Island. In addition to the 21 corners, it features 2 very long straights. Now these will be the driver's main overtaking chances today into turn 8 and turn 11. Joining me for one last time here this year is Davide Valsecchi. Davide, I'm glad you're here because I think I'm going to need help processing all this. Surely, this is as exciting as it gets.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. It's the perfect finale. 2 drivers, rivals of season, now going into the final race tied on points, both way out in front at the top of the standings. Meaning whichever of these 2 drivers cross the line first will be crowned champion. I can't wait.
Okay, this is it. Last race of the season. All you have to do is finish in the points ahead of Devon, and the next time we see each other, you'll be the F2 World Champion. No pressure then. Good luck.
No pressure whatsoever. Yeah, if you didn't feel at least a little bit of pressure, then I would say, frankly, you're not human. Is that even like? Is that real? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know half the shit that comes out of my mouth sometimes, honestly. But anyway, here we are for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 5 red lights, away we go. Pretty decent start. Got Lando Norris, set our camera just in front of us, thinking about a move. No room there, unfortunately. You got a car alongside us, so we'll make sure to clear him, and we do. So that's P8, still where we started, I think. Get a real good run on the 2 Carlin cars, and we're going to go up the inside of Norris and camera, and we do. Little lock up on the left front, nearly run into the back of our teammate Weber. So that would be a real good thing to do in our final F2 race, to rear end your teammate. That's just a beautiful fucking idea, isn't it? Don't take that literally, anyone that watches this. But anyway, along the back straight now, we're trying to line up a move on our teammate. Hard on the brakes, but he goes really late, and he sends one up the inside of Alex Albon, actually. And he's trying to go around the inside, turns to the outside, round the inside. That's a real good phrase. But anyway, we've passed Weber now, I think. Yes, he's behind us. We're going to look to get past Albon. We can't cut back to the inside, so we're going to have to go later around the outside. Does not work. Miss the braking zone, completely missed the corner. And there we go. And we emerge technically side by side, but we get ahead. We run off the road again the next corner. Really scrappy couple of corners there. Somehow apparently we don't have to actually give the position back, so maybe when we rejoined we were actually just ahead. Lock up on the right front. Scrappy couple of corners right here. We need to just tone things down at the moment and just find our speed, find our rhythm, and just tone things down, calm things down, and yeah, hopefully we'll catch Butler before he tries to do anything about taking the lead. If he's even got the pace, I'd be very surprised if he didn't. Markelov, fastest lap of the race. We've gained 4 spots onto the back straight now on lap 2. You're really late, and we're right under the rear wing of Devon Butler. That's how late we were on the brakes. You guys saw how far back we were, and just by a real late braking zone, we're right on the back of him. DRS still isn't enabled yet, obviously only being lap 2. Look to the inside, now the outside, brake nice and early this time. And do we get the move done around the outside of our championship rival? And we do. That is up into the podium positions in P3. Again, we run wide through that left-hander, or run wide, I should say. And yeah, back straight now on lap 3. Potentially thinking about a move on Giotto. It was a half-assed attempt then. I think if I would have tried to send it up the inside, he would have turned in. And that wouldn't have ended well, so I tried to back out of it, and thankfully no contact. This time, DRS enabled, and we're going to go up the inside. We should get this move done. Hopefully, we're late enough on the brakes. Pull it up, which we didn't manage to do on the first lap, and we do. That's up into P2. Next up, the race leader, Russian time driver, Markelov. So hopefully, we can get this move done, and maybe eke out a little bit of a margin if we can. On the lap 4, on the back of the Russian time car, DRS open, round the outside. And we get the move done, but we again completely missed the corner. We missed our braking zone. That's 2 times now. We've just made an absolute cock-up of heavy braking zones. You can tell I'm not used to driving the F2 cars. I know I did it back in episode 1 like a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, but still, it's weird to get used to. But anyway, round the outside of Markelov. Can we get this done? He's still there. We have to leave it to space. Otherwise, Fernando Alonso wouldn't be very happy, but we get the move done. And with 2 and a bit laps to go, we have taken the lead here in Abu Dhabi. Onto the final lap of the race now. We made a little bit of a mistake there coming into that corner, so we had to go defensive. And as you see, major loss to the back end on traction. And now all our rivals have gotten back past us. Butler's gone back past, so are the 2 leaders. Let's Weber now, firing up our inside. DRS open. So our teammates passed as well as our championship rival. Send it back down the inside of our teammate. That is back up into P4. He's technically still there. Oh, we squeezed him. I didn't want to be side by side through there. I was really hoping he would back out onto the second back straight, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. We're nearly 3 wide for the lead of the race. Butler trying to go around the outside. Lock up from Markelov, I think. We've got to try and get ahead of Butler somehow. These 3 with a real poor run through there. We're going to send it up the inside of everybody. And we lock up on the left front. Contact made. And this is all getting a bit, what's the word? A bit scrappy and whatnot in the final couple of moments of this race. Butler's down in P3. We did make contact with Markelov. Probably forced Butler a little bit wide. But, I mean, with all due respect, would he really do any different? I don't think so. But as we come to the final 2 corners of the last race in F2, final 2 corners of the 2018 season, and here we go. We are the F2 World Champion. Get in there.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and
It's been my privilege over the years to witness a number of great sporting events, and here's another to add to that prestigious list. It's the ultimate dream for any racing driver. We have a new Formula 2 world champion. Victory for ART then, after a quality performance. Talk to me, Davide. Was it everything you hoped for?
Everything and more. He had it all. The rival, the tension, the excitement. These two drivers have been locked in fierce competition all season. And to see it comes down to head-to-head battle for the line like this, well, this kind of things doesn't happen very often. Devon put in a good performance throughout the championship, but today the accolade goes to his rival and the new Formula 2 champion.
Alright, so there we have it, guys. We win the final race here at Abu Dhabi. Scrappy final lap would probably be an understatement. My apologies if I'm sounding a bit off compared to what I did 5 minutes earlier in the video. Yeah, probably starting to come down with a cold or a flu or something, but that won't stop me from making the videos. But anyway, let's go talk to Claire.
First of all, congratulations. You must be thrilled. Wow, you're the driver's champion. How does it feel?
Well, it feels pretty good. We stuck it to Devon Butler, so yeah, pretty happy.
So that was a thrilling end to the season. How was the race for you?
Eventful. I think that's literally all we can say about that.
Wow, we've been hearing rumours of a possible future for you in Formula 1. Care to comment?
Well, if there is, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. I'll be happy to take the call, but we'll see.
Appreciate your time.
Congratulations, mate. F2 champion.
Hey, congratulations. Enjoy it, 'cause it's the last time it'll ever happen.
Devon, it's okay to be upset. You came very close.
Yeah, we know things would have turned out very differently if I didn't get slapped with that ridiculous penalty.
What is it with you and complaining?
Look, somehow you managed to do a lot of things right today. That's great. You needed the win, I didn't. For me, this was always just a stepping stone to F1. Oh, you two, you got your work cut out for you now that I'm gone. See, you're gonna have to prove to everyone it was more than just luck that got you here.
Sure. Winning one race is luck. Winning the championship is talent.
Really? Next time you use that incredible talent to ram into someone and steal all their points, remember they won't be as forgiving as I am. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I gotta run. Things to sign, important paperwork and all that. I'm sure you understand. Ciao!
So, with this big win, you're going to be getting a lot of interest. All I can say is choose wisely, or else you might end up with someone like Devon as your teammate. Come on, let's go celebrate.
Well, we probably wouldn't want Butler as our teammate, would we? That probably wouldn't be a real good idea, but anyway. Now we're in London, so let's go have a chat down there.
Ah, welcome. Come on in. Take a seat. It's time we had the big conversation about your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula 1 teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubters over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula 1 seat.
Alright, so I'm going to leave this episode here. I want to leave you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger. We're not going to be re-signing for Renault. We will be driving for someone different. Let me know in the comments, who do you think that will be? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed as always. If you did, be greatly appreciated. If you could leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned for plenty more. And until the next episode, round 1 of the 2019 season, I'll catch you guys next time.